Bitcoin, January 9th, 2026, Friday, daily update. Starting with the monthly time frame. Bullish overall for the price action. November was bearish, December was slightly bearish and compressed. January is here. Dipped down but still up. A bullish candle with no tail. See if there will be a tail forming in the next few hours or not. You can see the low for this was, if you look up here, you can see the low for this one was 87.550, and the open was 648. Means that there is a small tail, just such a small one that you can't see, but there is one, a very small one. So maybe it's done, could be. But overall, we're bullish on this time frame. On the weekly, you can see price action going up. You can see 200 MA going up. So this is bearish. This is bullish, since price action is above the 200 MA. So that's good for the upside. In the last few weeks, it dipped down, and now it's going sideways. And each of these lows are getting higher, which could potentially mean that it might be ending this dip and might be coming for a rip coming up. So we'll have to see what this week and next week has to hold, especially this is being the first week of the month. Don't expect too much action, a lot of mixed up movement in the first week, but in the second week, third week, we may get some more action, and that's going to be expansion or the other way. Expansion up, expansion down. Let's see how it goes. Daily time frame. Price action went down under the 200 MA. That's a bearish action, but slowly it's inching its way back up. And you see in the past few days of this week, Monday was a green candle, and all the rest of the days were bear candles. So today being Friday, when the news drops coming up, we'll have to see how this responds. But it's possible that we might be pumping back after all this down movement in the past week. On an hour time frame, we got Monday start up here, went all the way down here. This low is, and this is a higher low, so showing some strength. So this price action may go above this 200 MA, and these catalysts of the news coming up may spark that. So we'll have to see how that goes. On a 15-minute price action underneath the 200 MA, showing weakness, going down here. So had a spike down to this low, went down back up, couldn't get over to 200, went back down to this higher low, and we'll see if it goes back down or spikes up in the next few hours after these news drops here. Switch over to see what the trend lines look like. We have the action line, safety line, creating this triangle pattern here. Price action is bouncing, so let's see if it continues to bounce sideways until we have action, or when this news drops, possibly it can break down below all these safety lines to reach probably maybe down here to the daily safety line, which has been around the longest, which is probably the strongest out of all these different safety lines. And then we'll see how it goes after that. And then instead of this chart pattern or this triangle pattern that we're looking at, we'll be looking at this triangle pattern right here instead. But that'll be known soon enough. Let's go to the heat map. We have a lot of liquidation down here at 88.7, which makes sense if we have a gap below to fill. After this news drops at 7:30 and 9 o'clock, all these red flows drop. Definitely gonna probably get some volatility today. But if you go back to charts, This came back and filled the CME gap, but there's another yearly gap down here that we need to fill, possibly. And this is what maybe happened when this catalyst come here. Maybe there's a reason to drop down to this 87,000 where on a heat map we saw there's more liquidity coming down. So we'll keep an eye on that. And that'll be the update for this January 9th, 2026.